What's going on, guys? So, I haven't talked a lot about Star Wars on this channel, which there may be some more stuff coming your way, maybe, about Star Wars. I don't, but yeah. I kind of wanted to talk about two big things that I have not yet been able to talk about yet, but I need to. Number one, the passing of Carrie Fisher as Princess Leia. Now look, I'm not a big, huge, emotional guy, but I will say this. I'm gonna miss her, man. She's really done astronomical things for actresses in general, let alone characters in movies, man. I mean, yeah, she was the OG princess who picked up a gun and was like, yeah, I'm gonna take him out. Someone's gotta save us. Pew, 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 you know? She was the OG. And with Carrie Fisher gone, yeah, you know? I mean, perfectly honest with you, and many of you who are probably watching this already know, she was kind of outspoken about being in Star Wars. She sometimes said some things about George Lucas, which may have been right, may have not been right, I don't know. I wasn't there. Okay, that was like 30 plus years before I was born, so take that for what you will. But I'll tell you what though, she could make a joke. Her entire life was screwed up. If you watch the that HBO special about her play, Wishful Drinking, okay? If you watch Wishful Drinking, you can see, even she knows, her life was screwed up, but she turned it around, made it a joke, because it kind of is. She's laughing at herself. And that's perfectly awesome, okay? I wish I could do that with me, okay? Honestly, Carrie Fisher will be missed. She was a treasure, and I believe when she did The Force Awakens, because between Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens, she really wasn't all that great about Star Wars, but then after The Force Awakens, her eyes were kind of open again, you know? It was like, yeah, I have done something good with myself. I have done something good with doing Star Wars. Something good actually came out of it. And she saw the love that the fans had for her. And yeah. Alright, let's transition now from very, very sad to somewhat positive. So, the new name for Star Wars Episode VIII finally came out, and it's called The Last Jedi. And the font was kind of weird too, you know? Instead of the yellow, as you normally see, it's red. Which makes you wonder, you know? And perfectly honest with you, people have said a lot of things about the font color, about the name, about what this could happen with Star Wars Episode VIII. Honestly, man, I don't care. You know, it sounds like a Star Wars name, you know? The Phantom Menace. But you know what else? I watched a special earlier on that a lot of the Star Wars names kind of coincide with what which one will kind of even out, you know? Whether or not the Jedi would win, the good side, or the Sith would win, the bad side. The Phantom Menace, that's kind of the Sith. You know, I mean, Attack of the Clones, that's kind of the Jedi. I mean, because the clones and the Jedi are together in this movie, so eventually they prevail. Even though there's some kind of also, the bad guys also kind of went on the underneath with getting the Death Star plans and all that, and getting their plans kind of moving along. Also, Revenge of the Sith. That's heavily based on the Sith and the bad guys winning, hence the name Sith. So there we go. A New Hope, Jedi. The Empire Strikes Back, Sith. Return of the Jedi. Like, well, it's in the name, Jedi. The Force Awakens. Kind of more or less Jedi and Sith, more or less, because the Force, both sides are awakening. And it's kind of like the Phantom Menace, too, where both sides are kind of, you know, they kind of won, more or less. So, yeah, with The Last Jedi, it kind of calls upon Luke being the last Jedi. Like with Yoda said, like when Yoda said before he died in Return of the Jedi, he is the last Sith. He is the last Jedi. Not the last Sith, what am I talking about? The last Jedi. This is calling upon Luke being the last one. Or it could be plural, and Rey and Luke could be both Jedi and they are the last ones. Maybe it's expanding, you know? Unfortunately, I do think Luke's gonna die in this one. I'm not... Listen, he's gonna... I mean... If you want to have a dark spin on it, which... This is the middle of the franchise, you know. In each Star Wars movie, even the stupid prequels, Attack of the Clones was trying to be dark, but it really wasn't. But normally, the middle part is the most depressing and the most corrupted and the most dirty and evil and all that. This is... Whether they want to say it or not, this is The Empire Strikes Back of the sequel trilogy. So it's going to be dark. And it's going to be a dark... What could be a bigger, darker spin than having Luke die? I can't think of any. So, yeah. And, also the font color. Honestly, I don't think there's anything to peer into, okay? It just looks cool. But apparently Star Wars fanatics have to dive into it. Whatever, so let's talk about it, I guess. So it's red. Star Wars is red. White is The Last Jedi. People have said that because of the color scheme that Darth Maul's going to be in it. No, he's not going to be in it. You watched Rebels, you know what happened there. I'm not going to spoil it for you because you haven't. That may be a review coming up. You never know. So, there you go. This Darth Maul's not going to be in it. However, the dark side could be coming back, because if you remember, the Sith always had those red lightsabers, and this is red. So they could be overpowering them. Maybe. They're finally in fruition coming back. I don't think there'll be any more Sith, because if you remember from the original trilogy, Darth Vader killed the Sith, destroyed the Sith. When Darth Vader died, the Sith died with him. The Sith cannot return. Or else, if they do bring the Sith back, it would be like the original trilogy amounted to nothing. You know? Have you seen those sequels that were like completely undermine the pre-sending movie, you know? I hate that. Don't do it, man. You already kind of did it with The Force Awakens. Even though it was pretty clever. Don't do it here, man. Just don't do that, okay? You reinvented the Star Wars franchise, reinvigorated it. Don't do any more of that stuff in this movie. Please. Please. Okay? But anyway, yeah. Also, Carrie Fisher, before she died, she filmed her entire role in that movie, so don't worry. It's safe. However, there's also that weird thing about what should they do with Princess Leia in episode 9. Unfortunately, I think they're going to have to recast her. I think they have to recast her. Because it'll kind of be not in their best interest, right now at least, to digitally re-enhance her. You know? Digitally bring her back from the dead, like they did with... Spoiler alert here. Alan Tudyk from A New Hope, you know, they brought him back in Rogue One, and they also brought back a younger Princess Leia, CGI'd Princess Leia from A New Hope as well. So, no. Don't do that with older Princess Leia. That would not be that great. Not be in the best interest. If you have to, recast her. If you don't want to recast, you don't want to do anything like that, rewrite the script. Because apparently she was going to have a big role in episode 9. Now that really can't happen. Unless they recast her, use CGI, or rewrite the script. Honestly, they're probably going to have to... Honestly, I would rather have them rewrite the script. But if they don't want to do that, recast her. I mean, yes, we will miss her we will miss Carrie Fisher's Princess Leia. But this, in my opinion at least, in the movie franchise, the story comes first. If you need Princess Leia, recast Princess Leia. And there we go, I guess. So, yeah. Honestly, episode 8 is going to be awesome. No doubt in my mind about that. Don't really know what's going to happen, especially with the tweet that they apparently went out about this. Apparently it's continuing the Skywalker story. That could mean Luke. Of course it means Luke. Maybe Rey's a Skywalker. I mean, it's continuing the Skywalker story. Maybe Rey's a Skywalker. I don't know. She could be related to Obi-Wan Kenobi. Not his daughter. But whatever. Apparently Obi-Wan Kenobi is also supposed to play a heavy role in this movie as well. Because what I believe that there will be a Obi-Wan trilogy. What Obi-Wan did between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope. there's some really good story to milk in between these two times. And Ewan McGregor, he was fully ready. He's fully ready to come back to the Star Wars universe. So why hasn't he done anything? Why hasn't an Obi-Wan movie been announced? Probably because he's going to be playing a big, heavy role in Episode 8. Do I have evidence to go about this? No. But mark my words, I have a feeling about this. I definitely have a feeling about this. So, yeah. Alright, guys, that's it of my Star Wars Episode 8 thoughts. Comment, subscribe. What do you think? Do you think that what all I said is true? Do you have other opinions on it? Comment, let me know. Ring that bell to get notifications. Subscribe to the channel. Get more views.